Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, before we begin this stream, I want y'all to check out the background, what y'all think. I know a lot of people was roasting this dog on poster. People was making fun of it. I've seen all different kinds of memes about it. I mean, it looked decent to me. I mean, I ain't really have, problem about it. It's basically letting you know that the bloodline, the new bloodline is here, and they're not playing with foods. But people are disrespecting them and posting them and making them look like they riding around in Barbie. They had them look like they worked at McDonald's. It was, like I said, y'all, the internet is freaking undefeated. It's undefeated. Now, before I begin this stream, I know y'all want to hear because, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not big on politics. I am not, because politics cause nothing but division. I don't care what side of the spectrum you side on. Every time somebody brings something up, cats be getting all caught up and everything. But because of what transpired yesterday, if you've been living under a rock, at one of his rallies, I don't know where this rally took place at, but Trump was on stage. He was giving his speech on, when November come around, people voting for him or whatever. And some random circus clown came out of nowhere, tried to shoot folk. Apparently, word is somebody did die. Now, I don't know who really got shot. I don't know if the clown who was shooting, if they took him out. I don't know. But some fool was shooting like crazy and quote-unquote gashed the right side of Trump's ear, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the internet, everybody online jumped to the conclusion that quote-unquote the whole situation was staged just to get people to have sympathy for doggone Trump or whatever. I'm here to tell y'all right now, personally for me, regardless if it was staged or not, ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to tell y'all for the longest time, this is the time, whether you profess to be of the kingdom or not, this is the time to seek the Most High God like never before. These circus clowns out here are doing this demonic stuff, whether it's staged or not. I don't know whether it's staged, because I just find it funny. Let's talk about it. I'll be one of the major people to be on here telling you that everything in our planet is WWE/AEW. I say this all the freaking time. I find it funny that this situation right here got the entire, it seemed like no matter what side of the spectrum, well, more so the people who are quote unquote against Trump, they jumped on right away and said that this was straight out of a Vince McMahon playbook. I tell y'all all the time, look at everything, period. I'll be one of the major cats to be on here telling you, all pro sports, whether it's UFC, boxing, basketball, baseball, football, tennis, hockey, racing, it does not matter. Golf, it's WWE. Everything is AEW, WWE. I tell y'all this all the time. But y'all say that I'm tripping. Yet when something like this happened, cats, oh man, this is straight out the WWE. I just find it funny that y'all have a difficult time trying to listen to somebody like me to tell you that sports is rigged. Yet you so quick to believe that what you seen was a production by Vince McMahon or Tony Khan or whoever you want to believe. I'm telling y'all right now, regardless if it was strange or not, it could have been, I don't know. I'm just telling you, for me, my side of things, we got to return to the Most High God. And also too, for those who are quote unquote FBA, we already know. Cut the dang check. That's all I'm going to say. Cut the dang check. If you know, you know. I ain't got to go into details. You know that you know. I'm going to say it right now. Cut the dang check. That's the name of the game. Anyway, back to our regular schedule program, because I know fools is going to be asking me about the situation, so I might as well get that stuff out there. And for people who quote unquote offended by what I say, it is what it is. Cut the dang check. That's all that matters. Let's get back to business. AEW Rampage. I saw Rampage for the first time in a long time. I haven't watched Rampage in forever. And let me tell you something. Regardless of the decent wrestling they had on the show, and they had some things that tied into quote-unquote Dynamite and Collision, I still feel like there's a lot of randomness that really does not make sense on this product. That's why I don't really watch it like I used to. I really don't. I want Tony Khan and them to really put forth an effort. Don't just give me decent wrestling on Friday nights. I don't want that. That's why I don't watch. The reason I want to watch Rampage is, okay, is there things that are tied in that happen on freaking Dynamite or Collision that you want me to see? Certain things that happen, I get it. You're trying to develop, other cats that cats really don't know about. I'm like, okay, how about you put forth an effort? Like what you trying to do with Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo cut a decent promo. That was great. I like that. But everything else that's happening, you just have random four ways for what? Why are these four wrestling each other? Why? Is that supposed to get me to tune in and watch? No, it's not. But again, I haven't watched Rampage in a long time, and I'm like, well, Dynamite and Collision kind of been cooking. Let me go ahead and watch Rampage for a change. Decent wrestling, but again, Tony Khan and them going to have to figure out, can we make Rampage matter? Because it's one of the major reasons why, first of all, it's at a terrible time slot. It's at a terrible time slot. Ain't nobody going to watch this crap. But like I said, cats like myself, who normally don't watch, I was like, well, I'm home. I'm watching Smackdown. I guess I might as well go watch Rampage because Dynamite and Collision is somewhat decent. Okay, I'm going to give TK the benefit of the doubt. I watched it. Like I said, decent wrestling. This main event was decent. But what the clown was they wrestling for? Was this a matchup, a future shot against Okada or somebody? No, it was just 4 clowns that we hardly see. I mean, yeah, we see my man's right there, Ray Phoenix, but I ain't seen my man's over here in like forever. I don't really see him, and I ain't seen that Helico. It's like, okay, so what they wrestling for? You understand what I'm saying? Random wrestling. So let's talk about it. First thing that transpired. Now, this right here could have been built up to quote unquote say Malachi Black and Brody King are potential tag team champ. They are in the hunt for the tag team titles. Build them up. You want to push them as baby faces right now since Buddy is out. Buddy Matthews is out. Push them as a tag team. It makes the most sense. You want to build up the tag team division. Okay, this matchup would make sense. Tony Nese, Aria Daivari. Basically there to just get beat down because that's exactly what happened. Malachi Black kicked Tony Nese while Brody King was choking the mess out of Aria Daivari, and that's how the match won. So, I mean, decent matchup, but again, these should be used to quote-unquote build up next potential cats going up against the Young Bucks. It makes the most sense because we know the Acclaim are not beating them for them tag team titles. We know they're not. Everybody and their grandma know they're not beating them for them tag team titles. So how don't you go ahead and build up Malachi Black and Brody King? It makes the most sense, correct? That's what you should use these shows for. If you want cats like myself and others to tune in, benefit by having these cats go on here and say, this is potentially building up for these cats to move up. Since you always talk about that worthless ranking crap, ranking system or whatever, this would be a good thing to do. But again, TK just, let me just have random matches just because, but like I said, these two are on the rise. I will continue to push them to potentially go after the Young Bucks. Makes the most sense because, again, the Acclaim are not beating them. They are not beating them. More than likely, I think it's going to be at All In. They won't beat them. But then guess what? You got a matchup set up for All Out. The Young Bucks lose. They win at All In by beating the Acclaim. But then they lose at All Out to Malachi Black and Brody King. It makes the most sense, ladies and gentlemen. I've been trying to tell people, Tony Khan, use these shows for that if you want to continue to stay with the ranking system. That's all you got to do. Then this matchup, Roderick Strong, and they still trying to push the Kingdom. I'm sorry, man. I don't. The Undisputed Kingdom may be one of listen. Tony Khan Company have had a lot of failures, but the Undisputed Kingdom might be one of the worst failures in the whole AEW existence. I don't know. I really don't know what you're doing. Ever since Roderick Strong lost the international championship, I'm like, what are they doing? What are they trying to do? I really don't know. But Roderick Strong want to get some cat named Ben Bishop, beat the snot out of him like he was nothing. Then we had Deonna Purrazzo cut her promo about her being the virtuoso. What does it really mean? Why she's the virtuoso? Okay, great. Like I said, I thought this was a solid promo. Again, as of right now, the women's division might be one of the hottest things in AEW right now. Real talk. So you potentially push potential cats who can potentially move up in the ranking and potentially go up for, I don't know, the TBS of the main championship. It makes the most sense. That's what you do. Then we had this matchup. Ray Phoenix defeats Commander, AR Fox, and Angelico. Don't know what this match was for. It would have made more sense if this was a potential shot against Okada at a later date. I would have been fine with that. It would have made more sense for them to be going out there. I don't want to just see 4 high flyers just to be doing it just because of spot monkey fans. I don't want to see that. But again, that's Tony Khan's mindset. I'm like, bro, this does not bring people to tune into your show. You got the hardcore. Listen, the sickos is what you call them. They ain't going nowhere. It's the other people that you really ain't really trying to reach out to. You want story. You want reasons for cats to tune into your product. And just having 4 clowns like these get out there for who knows what It's not going to do it. Renee talked to the learning tree while they beat the snot and sent Samoa Joe packing. They here to stay. Don't disrespect Jericho, all that, whatever. Thunder Rosa beat the snot out of some girl named Rachel Ellerling. She beat the snot out of her. Great. Moving up in the rankings. And then Deonna Purrazzo comes out and attacks it again. So, ladies and gentlemen, the beef is still going on. They ain't done. They have unfinished business. Great. So, you got a little story going on right there. So, like I said, the women's, as of right now, is the hottest thing going in AEW. Real talk. Let's call it for what it is. The ladies are... Listen, there was a lot of people that were questioning, can Tony Khan and company get the women's division to where they need to be? The women's division is number one right now. There are people that can sit up here and tell me I'm bull jabbing, but I'll tell you both it's true. AEW's women's division right now is the number one thing going in AEW. Let's call it for what it is. Young lady Jennifer P. and Mercedes coming through was a perfect pairing because they have turned the women's division around like crazy. I don't even know if Tony Khan is touching that. If he ain't, great. Stay the heck away. Let Jennifer do all the cooking because she is doing a great job. And all the girls is there. Listen, they are potentially setting up potential AEW all-women's pay-per-view. They got the potential to make it happen. They got the potential. It's just the stories got to matter. They got to. You ain't just be doing random stuff that don't make no sense. You can't do it because fools ain't gonna tune in. I'm just called. Look, you looking at somebody who never really watch it. I used to watch Rampage all the time, and then it just got stale. I said, ain't really no point in me watching. I'm not like these sickos is what Tony Khan called everybody. I'm not a sicko. I might be a hardcore wrestling fan, but I'm not a sicko. You understand what I'm saying? You just straight crazy. Y'all is insane. That you insane to the membrane if you one of them sickos that TK talking about. Then we had this match, Shane Taylor Productions versus Top Flight and Action Andrade. Now, again, trios, right? This could have been a potential matchup to push cats in the trios division. If you want people to care about your divisions, what these matches should be for. That I'm trying to tell you, you want us to focus on that ranking system. This would have been great to push the trios division ranking system. Shane Taylor Promotions moves up because I've been Lee Moriarty, Shane Taylor, and then what's my man name? What's his name? Where we at? Anthony Ogogo. 3 black dudes that got the potential of being somebody. Again, Tony Khan, I hate to say it, but sometimes he has that syndrome. Only 1 or 2 black people at a time. No, forget that bull job. Make cats care about Shane Taylor Promotion. Same thing. Make cats care about Top Flight and Action to Drive. You got to make cats care. Now, again, they have to play their part. It's a twofold thing. The promoter does their job. You got to also find a way to get yourself over. You have to. And I'm telling you, they could be something. They can. But again, you dealing with a cat that has his favorites and he pushes who he wants to push. I'm just trying to tell you. Just like I destroyed Triple H, I'm getting on Tony Khan's cases. This is the area that he kind of slacks, as well. H ain't by himself. He is not by himself. Tony Khan is in that same playing field. So circus clowns that try to come at me and tell me that I'm shucking the job for Tony Khan, you can miss me with all that bull jive. I'm getting on his case right now. Shane Taylor Promotions, Top Flight Action Andrade should be 2 top potential trios divisions or trio teams in the trios division. Same thing goes for Private Party. Private Party has not been over since the first episode of Dynamite, when they had that fantastic match and pulled the upset against the Young Bucks. That was dang near 5 years ago. They got stuck hanging out with Jeff and Matt Hardy and ain't done nothing. Private Party had the potential of being one of the top tag teams in that division, and Tony Khan has failed them dramatically. I'm a fan of theirs, but that foolishness that Isaiah be doing, no, you can miss me with that foolishness. They should be a top priority. FTR ain't even in the picture right now. They out. They chilling. You should be pushing. Again, the tag team division should be hot. The trios division should be hot. There is no excuse. All these clown wrestlers you got, we should be caring about. This is why I say things should be so different for everybody. This is why you got so many clowns on your roster. Separate cats. I'm telling you, this will help so many people. If you want the tag team division to be mainly focused on Dynamite and Rampage, okay, do so. If you want people to mainly focus on the trios division on Collision, do so. It's not that difficult, Tony Khan. It ain't. Listen, I know fools be saying y'all just trying to turn everything to W. No, we not. We're trying to show you the. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Yes, Vince McMahon and them had a way of how they did things, but let me tell you something. Same thing with Eric Bischoff. But back then, they got people to care. The reason why the Monday Night Wars was great is because both Vince and Eric Bischoff got cats to give a crap. Now, somewhere down the line, Eric Bischoff forgot about that, and somewhere down the line, Vince McMahon just stopped caring. This is what we're talking about. Getting people to care about what you are presenting. Because fools, just for some strange reason, don't understand that. They get so fan-based minded that they put the flag down for one over the other. And I'm like, no, man, this is pro wrestling as a whole. I told you, I don't flip-flop. I tell you the bold-faced truth about every promotion I watch. And as of right now, I'm only watching 2. I should be watching 3 because as of right now, I think Impact is about to do Slammiversary, and I have no clue what the clown is going on over there. All I know is Moose has a championship, and I think Jordan Grace still has the women's championship. That's all I know. I don't really know nothing else. And the fact that WWE pretty much controls Impact. That's all I know. I don't know nothing else. But Slammiversary is coming up. I think it's next week. I think it's next Saturday or whatever. I might watch it. I don't know. But I haven't been watching. You understand what I'm saying? But the only 2 I mainly watch is WWE and AEW. So I watch. I compare and I contrast because I watch both. I enjoy both, and sometimes I dislike both because they bull jive every day. Sometimes they do great things, like as the late AEW been doing some good things, and you already know Triple H company. Yes, they do some good stuff, but I get on the case when they bull jive, and sometimes, more than likely, they bull jive a lot. Like what I'm about to talk about when I get on Smackdown in a minute. But that's basically what I'm trying to tell y'all all the time. I say this all the time. People think I plant the flag over one over the other. No, I don't. I tell you all the time. This was needs to transpire for these shows to actually be important for fools to tune in. Because if they're not, nobody's watching the crap. Ain't nobody finna waste their time watching. Just like I did not watch Collision this week. I did. And it was some important things that happened. Like I just found out that Jay White got injured, so they quote unquote had to be stripped of the trios championships. So I'm like, it is what it is on that. But yeah, and basically that's how the show went off. They beat the snot out of Action Andrade and them. Basically, they kind of give you a little small cliffhanger or whatever, you know. The heels go over. Cool. But this matchup should have meant something. Have Shane Taylor Promotions move up in the freaking trios rankings. It's not that difficult, Tony Khan. It's not. It ain't that difficult. All right, let me move on to SmackDown. SmackDown, where was they coming in live from? Where were they at? Massachusetts. They was in Massachusetts. Kick the show off with Miss Tiffany time, and she celebrated that she won the doggone briefcase. Ladies and gentlemen, this was an epic fail. Triple H, you had Chelsea Green, who I'm somewhat starting to actually care about her character that she's been trying to get over for a very long time. I'm like, man, this would have been a perfect opportunity because she had that purple neck brace on with the diamonds, and then she had oh my goodness, what's the young lady's name? My big girl. She had her basically trying to help her drink or whatever. She had the cup. That would have been perfect with her with the briefcase. It would have been perfect. She would have been her little maid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But this may be the first time in the women's time holding the briefcase because if you go and look at the history book, every lady that has the briefcase cashed in is successfully won. Every woman. Every lady that had the briefcase, she has successfully cashed in. Tiffany might be the first to fail. And ladies and gentlemen, because of all the baggage and all the nonsense that she has going on for her right now, that was a terrible decision. I don't care what nobody has to say. Y'all know what happened. I don't have to go into details. Every single one of y'all know what the clown happened. That was a terrible decision that Triple H decided to put the briefcase on her. You had Chelsea Green sitting right there. Right there. And that would have been perfect with her with that doggone neck brace on. it would have been perfect. I would have loved everything about it because now you got a potential reason for her to fail at the cash in. Old girl would be the reason she would cost her, and then you got a potential beef situation that can transpire and go into freaking WrestleMania. It's not that difficult. I feel like I'm trying to help Triple H book, but this fool is on some other stuff. So Tiffany out there rambling, talking about why it's Tiffany time and she's gonna cash in successfully on Bayley, or she'll cash in on Liv, or then she said I might go back down to NXT and cash in on Roxanne. I'm like, girl, no, you're not. Stop it. You are not going back down to NXT to cash in on Roxanne. Just stop the bull jive. So Bayley came out there to confront her, and then Nia Jax came out there. So now it's like a 2-on-1 situation. So Bayley was kind of trying to put them against one another, and then Nia Jax said, well, slow your roll. You're not finna put my personal little helper against me. And by the way, you look like you got yourself a BBL or whatever. So that was trending on Friday night. Everybody was talking about the lineup. Now, if you go and look at pictures of Bayley, you can see Bayley may have possibly, I don't know, she may have possibly did a little something to get her butt a little bit bigger or whatever. But I mean, I've always thought Bayley had a big butt anyway, but that's just me. But if you do look at the pictures and you see from back then to where she is right now, I don't know. It is what it is. But that's all everybody was talking about. It was the BBL line, whatever. So the two of them started, quote unquote, trying to go against, the three of them. It was a 2-on-1 situation. Mia Yim comes out of nowhere, and now it's a matchup. It's Mia Yim versus Nia Jax. Decent matchup, but Mia Yim wasn't winning. Mia Yim was just out there to do the job. So I'm like, it is what it is. Nia Jax is going over. It's some joke. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, she's going over. Listen to me. Those Tampa twins, the female twins I keep talking about, would be perfect for her to for them to come through, help her defeat Bayley. It would be perfect because you got the continuation situation with the women's side of things, and they affiliate themselves with the Bloodline. It makes the most sense. I'm trying to help Triple H out right now. I'm trying my best. H out here giving briefcases to cats who don't even deserve it. I don't care what y'all call y'all Tiffany heads out here. She did not deserve it. You have Piper Niven. That's the name. Piper Niven could be right there. Everything. She over here trying to help her drink and trying to feed her while she got that goofy looking neck brace on, and she got the briefcase sitting right there. And as she quote unquote tries to cash in, somewhere down the line, Piper Niven costs her. The story writes itself. It writes itself. But H said, no, I'm going to give it to the girl who was acting on some white supremacy mode. Because that's what we do in the E. We love white supremacists because I'm one myself. I'm like, it is. So, Tiffany tried to she almost cashed in, but she didn't do it. I'm like, it is. And this is the crazy part. I thought Tiffany was the heel. Man, them fans is out there cheering her on. I don't make no sense to me. It really don't make no type of sense whatsoever. I'm like, it is what it is on that. So where we at? Just talked about that. Yep. So we had Solo backstage talking about the whole situation in them and how they gonna defeat Cody and all this. And then we got Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews, which is one of the most goofiest looking tag teams I've ever seen. I'm like, we went from Baron Corbin and Braun Baker to Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin. That just shows you that Triple H has the slightest clue on what to do with neither one of these clowns. Neither one. I had thought Apollo Crews was done with the company, but apparently he just, I guess he cool being a jobber. I think back to Apollo Crews when I first seen him in NXT, and I said, okay, this young man has potential, but knowing I was naive, not really understanding how the E moves concerning our people, Apollo Crews has done absolutely nothing. And people want to say, well, what about that Intercontinental? That was nothing. They had this fool acting like he was on Coming to America with one of the most goofiest sounding Nigerian accents ever. And fools was actually clamoring saying that was great. No, they wasn't. That was stupid. That was absolutely dumb. Outside of that, Apollo Crews has done absolutely nothing. And then you put them together with this bum right here, two bums. And they went against Legado del Fantasma. You knew they weren't doing nothing with them. I mean, come on now. Here's the part that I was talking about. Chelsea Green and Piper Devitt. This whole scene would have been fantastic if she had the briefcase. It would have been great. They sitting outside Nick Aldis' office or whatever. This would have been fantastic. She trying to help her drink. This would have been great. This would have been fantastic, man. Then out of nowhere, Pretty Deadly come out of nowhere. I'm like, I can't stand these two. I really can't. I have not liked them even when they was in NXT. I was like, I tried. I was like, man, who are these clowns? And they have not done anything. Just terrible. Absolutely garbage. Then LA Knight comes out. Get ready to go talk to the fans. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes are sitting there. And the fans will talk about you don't trust Orton. And I'm sitting up here like, they already teasing the ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to see it. I don't. And when it happens, I don't want Orton to be a heel. I really don't, man. I told y'all right now. The most important thing about Cody right now is when he potentially loses that championship. As of right now, y'all, they can beat Cody up all day, every day. That's not going to give me to have sympathy for this dude. It's really not. But they were sitting up there. Orton said, I know you don't want me to come out there when you dealing with them crazy Samoans or whatever, but you know I got your back and all this crazy crap. And the fans say, don't trust Orton, don't trust him. I'm like, they teasing it hard because you know it's going down. More than likely at the Summer Joke, Orton and Cody are going to be feuding. You know it's going down. But it is what it is on that. LA Knight, he goes to the fans. He talks about why he's going to beat the snot out of Logan Paul. And he signed a contract to face him in Summer Joke. And he called him out, and that fool didn't show up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that man has sealed his deal. He signed that contract basically saying, I'm not walking out of Summer Joke with the championship. Ladies and gentlemen, Triple H has failed LA Knight again. He should have not pinned him 3 weeks ago. He should have not pinned him 3 weeks ago. I told y'all that the triple threat in Madison Square Garden, I said if you wanted LA Knight to go, you could have had him pin, what's my man's name? Phantasma Boy. You could have had him pin him. Pin him and call it a day. No, you had the man pin the champion himself. I said, why? It's a dead giveaway now. Logan Paul is going to the crib and he's going to successfully retain this championship. It's over. LA Knight sounds like The Rock. You remember how The Rock used to guarantee he was going to walk in or whatever pay-per-view and win the WWF championship and straight lie to the fans? That's exactly what LA Knight just did on Friday night. He lied to the fans and said he guaranteed he going to beat Logan Paul and this and all that. He ain't beating nobody. Logan Paul is going to make it. He's going into Summer Joke and he's going to win again. Back-to-back years winning at Summer Joke. LA Knight is losing again. This whole segment was a waste with everybody saying LA Knight, yeah, LA Knight is done. LA Knight is over, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you right now, when Summer Joke comes around, you're going to see what I'm talking about. He should have not pinned that man because Triple H ain't finna have that man get pinned just to lose his championship. No, You know Triple H love himself some Logan Paul. Logan Paul is going to either carry that thing and lose it at SummerSlam if they have a match at SummerSlam. At Survivor Series. Or he's going to hold on to that thing to WrestleMania next year. I'm just trying to tell y'all, so, when the stuff happened, remember, Casey Fail, King Self Life, Wrestling Takes told you so. I'm just trying to tell you the script. So, this whole segment was a waste of time. A waste. So, we get Blair and Naomi. Now, this may have probably been the best match on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Blair and Naomi cooked. And I got to give H props because he actually let Naomi go over. More than likely, Naomi ain't really doing nothing right now. But I'm trying to tell you, to get Naomi involved in the Bloodline situation, that makes the most sense. Because Roman is finna get back with Jay and Jimmy. You already know that. So if Nia Jax is in the Bloodline with them Tama twins, we're going to need a good female presence. Guess what? Naomi's going to join, and she's going to be with Roman and Jimmy and Jay because she's married to Jimmy. It makes the most sense. I'm trying to help Triple H out right now. Like I said, I know cats out. Listen, I know there's people that watch my stuff that is connected to both AEW and WWE. I know it. Cats may not say nothing, but I know y'all cats is watching. I might not be one of the big channels like all these other cats out here, but I know y'all cats are watching. Y'all stay on YouTube. Y'all stay on TikTok. Y'all stay on X. Y'all stay on Facebook. Y'all stay on IG. Y'all stay on all these social media sites. Y'all seeing what we're saying. Y'all may not quote unquote say nothing about it, but y'all know what we're talking about. I got to give H props. He actually let Naomi go over great. Now, is this over? I don't think it's nowhere near over. I think they're going to probably run it back. I hope they don't do a rematch next week. I hope they push it somewhere down the line. But I guarantee you, Blair Davenport will get back. She will get a get back. I'm just telling you right now. But I thought this was a great women's match. I thought Blair did a great job. I thought Naomi did a great job. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, man, Naomi had the best 2023 I've seen in a long time. The TNA fan base, the TNA organization at the time when it was ran under Scott D'Amore, they did everything in their power to make Naomi. They welcomed her in, and they basically showcased that what H and company was not doing, what Vince and them was not doing, we're going to showcase what Naomi, a.k.a. Trinity, we're going to showcase what Trinity can do. Because she's always been able to do this, but she's been, quote-unquote, not able to. You know why. We all know why. I tell y'all this all the time. When it's concerning us on this doggone product, don't trust H, don't trust none of them clowns. Because them fools have absolutely no idea what they're doing with us, and they don't give a dang. She went over there to Scott D'Amore. Scott D'Amore said, we're going to roll the red carpet out for you. We're going to put the championship on you. We're going to let you have the best 2023 out there. And that's exactly what happened. Come back here, right off the jump. H ain't know what to do. And he still don't know. So, good. This was decent. I give H prop on that. It was straight. But as of right now, what's next? That's the question. That's what we asking. Let's move on. 8-Town Down Under. Why the clown did Triple H run this match back again? And first of all, why the heck didn't we do this matchup at the pay? You know what? Real talk. If H&M would have put this on the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, I probably would have gave the show a 3. I probably would have gave it a 3 because the matchup itself that happened last week before the pay-per-view, it was a good tag team match. A very good tag team match. But why the clown are we running it back again this fast? How about you have 8-Town Down Under build themselves back up, get a couple of wins under their belt, and challenge them at Summer Joke? You got a match sitting right there, Triple H. No, you said let's run it back again, back to back. This is why I call this company Rematches Always Weekly. It does not matter if it's Raw or SmackDown, because that's all Triple H knows. He don't know nothing else. Rematches always. I ain't got time for that. Spread that foolishness out. Don't do it back to back. Spread it out. I told you, I don't mind rematches. Just spread the foolishness out. Spread it out. Fools don't want to do that. Cats don't want to do that. Cats want to be goofy, just be silly. People used to talk about Vince McMahon being senile because he used to run the same match over and over and over again. Guess what? Triple H is part of that same playing field. He's doing the same exact thing. Is he senile? Is he out of his mind? And guess what? Nothing. All they basically doing is showcasing that 8-Town Down Under is over. And we know who's turning. We know Grayson Waller is turning on Austin Theory. It's a done deal. So he was finna turn, but then Jacob Fatu came out and basically annihilated every clown in this match. And you know what that says? Even though DIY is the tag team champions, they don't mean nothing. They got annihilated by Jacob Fatu by himself. Then the rest of them goons came out. Jacob Fatu beat the snot out of Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Austin Theory, and Grayson Waller by himself. Then the rest of them goons came out. Tonga Tonga, Tonga Leoa, and then Solo. They all four of them came out there and just started doing work. Basically got these clowns the heck up out of there. Like, let's get these clowns out of there because none of them make sense. None of them matter. They don't even matter. Get these fools out of here. We got to do our segment. And that's basically what happened. So they in the ring. Cody comes out there, tries to quote unquote get in there with him, and he ends up getting jumped. And they beat the brakes off. I mean, Cody got jumped. Then Orton came out there. Orton got beat down. They put him through the doggone announce table. It was a beat down. I said, okay, cool. We got the beat down, but ladies and gentlemen, yes, Cody getting beat up does not do nothing for me. It does not do anything because I told you, Cody is in the wrong seat right now. This fool should be a heel. He should not be a baby face. They keep trying to push this. I was trying to tell y'all what was to come. I tried to tell everybody what was to come. And cats were out here calling everybody out of their name, telling us that we were stupid, telling us that y'all need to get over and all this bullshit. I told y'all, Cody run right now ain't on nothing. I'm ready for him to lose that championship. We know he's not losing. See, listen, Solo is not beating him at Summer Joke. Cody is going over, especially with that beat down. They tied him up in the ring. His arms is tied up in the ropes and all this crap. And that's basically was the last segment that you seen going off for the show. So obviously they had the cliffhanger. Cool. But again, beat up on Cody don't do nothing for me. It does not do anything. It don't get me to say, man, I gotta see Cody get his revenge. Nope, don't do nothing for me. It don't do nothing. But again, the Bloodline is the most deadliest thing on this company right now. They the deadly outside of whatever they trying to do on Raw with the Wyatt Six. Right now, it's all about the Bloodline. And there's one cat, before I get ready to get out of here, there's one cat that I don't know if y'all familiar with him. He is on YouTube, but the only reason he come on YouTube is when they be having some type of wrestler's court or something like that. His name is T.O. He's part of the IWC sector that's on TikTok. This dude called Solo a wannabe Suge Knight. That's basically what he called him. He said this food was a wannabe Suge Knight. I'm like, it is what it is on that. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't really have anything else to say. That's basically what happened on Friday nights. I mean, decent. Got some decent wrestling. Got some story built. Like I say, Tiffany Stratton should not be Miss Money in the Bank. It should be Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green, her with that goofy neck brace on, with the little diamonds on it, would have been perfect. And then you got Piper Niven trying to help her drink. That would have been great with the briefcase sitting right. That would have been fantastic. I say, H, okay, you doing something now. You doing something. No, he went this route, said I just give it to my fellow white supremacists. That's basically what he did. And for the people out here that's saying that I'm tripping, I'm reaching, and I'm out of line, y'all can miss me with that foolishness because y'all know I'm right. Every single one of y'all know I'm telling the bullface truth. Tiffany Stratton should not be Miss Money in the Bank. It should be Chelsea Green. I got to get the clown up out of here. Hit the comment section up. Y'all tell me everything about what I spoke about, how y'all feel about everything from my whole take on the Trump thing to everything to where we are concerning pro wrestling. And I'll talk to y'all cats after tomorrow for Monday Night Raw. This your main man, Caseyville, King Self and Life Wrestling Takes. You know what to do. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. And I'm out. Holla at your boy.